Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Najwa Hamila. Today I'm going to talk about free and bold morphemes. This topic is very important in linguistics because it helps us understand how words are formed and how meaning works in language. For the next slide is introduction. We all know that language is made up of words, but did you know that words themselves are made up of smaller parts? These small, meaningful parts are called morphemes, and there are two main kinds of morphemes: free morphemes and bound morphemes. In this presentation, I will explain both and give some examples to you. Okay, for the next slide, it's what is a morpheme? A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning in a language. For example, let's look at the word unhappiness. It has three parts: un, happy, and ness. Each part adds meaning. Un means not. Happy is the root meaning feeling good, and the lastness change it into a noun, so together they mean the state of not being happy. For the next slide is free morpheme. A free morpheme is a word that can stand alone. It already has meaning by itself. For example, it's book, dog, run, happy, and play. Each of these can be a complete word in a sentence. For the next slide is bound morpheme. A bound morpheme, on the other hand, cannot stand alone, but it must be attached to another word to make sense. These are usually prefixes or suffixes. For instance, un become in, and unhappy as in become cat, or ed in become play. Each one adds meaning, but they can't exist alone. For the next slide, it's comparison table. Here's a simple comparison. Free morphemes have their own meaning and can stand alone. Bound morphemes depend on another word. For example, happy is free, but un is bound. For next slide, it's types of bound morphemes. There are two kinds of bound morphemes: derivational and inflectional. Derivational morphemes create a new word or change its part of speech. For example, happy become happiness or adjective to noun. Inflectional morphemes meanwhile change the tense or number, like walk become walk, but or dog become dogs. For the next slide is example in sentence. Let's analyze this sentence. The dogs played happily. I will talk about this analysis. Dog is a free morpheme, and then as is bound, marking plural. For play is free. For ed it's bound, slowing past tense, and then happy is free. For ly is bound, turning it into an adverb. So one sentence can contain many morphemes. The next slide is why morphemes matter. I will explain about this, but simple points. Understanding morphemes help us understand word formation and grammar. especially useful when we learn new words new words or analyze text in literature and linguistics. It's also helps in teaching English to others. And for the next slide is conclusion, and I will explain about conclusion for this slide. To conclude, morphemes are the smallest units of meaning in language. They can be free or bound. By studying morphemes, we can better how words work and how they change and how meaning is built. For example, the word unhappily has three morphemes: un, happy, and ly, together meaning in a way that is not happy. So guys, this is my presentation. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope this explanation helps you understand morphemes better. I'm proud to be an English student at University Bina Sarana Informatica. See you next time, guys.